Hey there, meteorologist John Birchfield here with your forecast on this Wednesday afternoon. You are going to feel the thick humidity in the air, and that mugginess is going to bubble up some scattered thunderstorms into the afternoon and early evening. A more humid feel with dew points in the 70s and high temperatures staying in the mid 80s. Scattered showers and storms growing more likely during the peak heat of the afternoon, mainly from about 3 to 7 p.m. That is the window in which storms are going to be the most likely. You've likely seen the gray and overcast skies so far today. A few sprinkles or areas of mist and drizzle have come down, but the big story is the humidity. Temperatures are in the mid 70s and it's very stagnant. There's not a whole lot of wind, so that's another thing that'll make it feel just a little more humid into the afternoon. Now, Doppler radar has shown a few sprinkles. We have seen some light rain showers drifting across the Toledo metro and down into Wood County. North of the state line, though, that is where your eyes are probably focused on those brighter yellow colors. Up towards Monroe, Michigan, and even Luna Pier, there have been some steadier pockets of rainfall, and also west of Toledo back towards Williams and Defiance counties, back into Paulding County, there is a little bit of rain activity as well. I want to zoom in on the metro and also north of the state line. We are seeing some spotty showers across portions of South Toledo and Maumee and across the river towards Millbury and Oregon, and also up towards Bedford Township and Luna Pier. There is some light to even moderate rain. Overall, the heaviest rain has occurred north of the state line thus far. North on 75 from Monroe up towards Detroit, there are some steadier bands of rain shown by those yellow and orange colors. So the bigger picture, we do have thunderstorm chances that are going to grow more likely into the afternoon between Toledo and Detroit. That is when the heaviest rain has occurred so far, but you will notice some more widespread showers are bubbling up to the west of us. And even in the absence of sunshine, we are still going to have enough instability to fire off some storm chances. That's going to be aided by the fact that we do have a weak cold front draped just to the west of us. There is a low pressure system near the thumb of Michigan, and that weak cold front is going to lower our humidity levels Thursday, and it's going to bring back some nice sunny and pleasant conditions for tomorrow. In the temperature department, it's relatively been not that hot today with mid 70s so far. Highs are expected to reach the mid 80s into the afternoon. So the hour by hour forecast, again, the prime window for thunderstorms, that's going to start at around 3 p.m. and by the afternoon, there is the chance that we do get a few pockets of heavier rain, lightning, thunder, and even a gusty wind or two shown by those brighter colors on the map. By sunset time, 8:30 to 9, I do expect mainly dry conditions to return, so it is going to be a pretty narrow corridor or narrow window of storm chances. And then in the wake of that cold front on Thursday, still some cloud cover that'll be stubborn and lingering early, although humidity levels should gradually drop into the afternoon, and we should be relatively devoid of any pop-ups. This latest data shows mostly clear skies with those isolated storm chances more so in central and southeastern Ohio. So how are these scattered storms going to impact your day? Well, they're going to become a little more widespread into the afternoon. So if you have outdoor activities, if the kids have camps or sporting events, it could put a damper on those activities, especially with some of the stronger storms that'll bring gusty winds and downpours. Overall, the risk of severe weather is incredibly low. However, there could still be a couple stronger storms. Also, it is going to feel very humid. So if you're going out for your walk, you'll notice it is a thick, kind of muggy feeling day, and there's really not a whole lot of wind to provide any sort of natural relief. Into the afternoon, temperatures are going to make it up into the mid 80s. That is going to provide enough juice or fuel in the atmosphere to fire off a few thunderstorms. And heading into your Thursday morning, it is going to be a little more refreshing feeling to start the day. Mid 60s likely. There will still be some lingering cloud cover through the first half of the day, but then as we fast forward the clock into the afternoon, I do expect those temperatures to make it up into the 80s. There is going to be a little bit of a lake breeze near the lake shore, but for the most part, you'll notice a northwesterly wind in the wake of that weak cold front. Mid 80s with scattered storms today. We'll call it a likely dry day for your Thursday. Some cloud cover will be lingering, but otherwise sunshine should rule much of the afternoon. As we advance the clock into your Friday, I do expect temperatures that'll be climbing into the upper 80s, and there could be an isolated shower or thunderstorm later on in the day. Saturday, though, is going to be the most likely day to see those storm chances, especially during the latter half of the day. Now, the long-range outlook still indicates that we're going to see above average weather conditions, and that means most of the forecast is expected to be in the upper 80s to near the 90s. 90-degree mark. So you can plan on warmer than normal conditions as we head towards the middle to even the latter half of July. And overall, no major sign that we are going to see an extended cool down by any stretch. So let's get into that full 10-day forecast that is going to show you a very warm setting heading through the latter half of the month. We do spike to the lower 90s Saturday, a brief drop in the temperatures Sunday and into Monday, but then it's right back up into the 90s with some storm chances possible Tuesday and Wednesday, possibly even lingering into Thursday. That's your WTOL 11 weather forecast.